What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel, The People's Court Tarot. I know it has been forever, and I'm happy to be back. So, as you remember, with this channel, it's modeled after The People's Court. I don't have my cool music today, but we all know the song. But the way this works is I'm going to look at, Sagittarius, I'm going to look at your issue with someone or with a situation, and then I'm going to look at what their response is to you. And then I will pull cards to get a verdict from the universe, just to kind of round it out and get an objective view of the situation. So the first thing that came up for you is the Page of Cups. So your issue might be that someone is immature, someone is young acting, someone seems stuck on one particular emotion and unable to move past it, even though they have the access to so many emotions. This person is stuck on one emotion. So this person might be kind of impatient, or there's something that they're waiting for. Let's see. Because we got the Three of Wands after the Page of Cups. And then we have the Temperance card. So your energy came up. I think your issue might be with this person. It's just that they're younger than you. They're less mature than you. And maybe number one, maybe it pulls you out of your energy. But number two, I feel like your issue is that this person tries to act like they are wise, or like they are as wise or as patient as you are, and they're not. So I think your issue is that this person doesn't see themselves clearly. They might be kind of more stuck on the idea of who they are rather than being able to see who they really are or who they appear to be to you. Okay, so how does this person see themselves? This person sees themselves as someone who can easily move on from, someone who can move on, you know, someone who's moving forward, who's doing things, who's mature, emotionally mature, someone who is committed. So this could be a relationship. This person sees themselves as someone who easily forgives, who easily moves on, who lets their emotions flow, who communicates their emotions clearly, who tells you how they feel, and who is loyal and honors their word. And they also see themselves as really stable. They see themselves as patient. They see themselves as maybe having some savings. So this person sees himself as really solid. Now let's see, Sagittarius, how do you see this person? Eight of Wands, King of Wands, Moon card. You see this person as not knowing what they're doing. As someone who's very paranoid, who's always worried that that if you communicate with them, somehow there's a problem. You see this person as having a problem with communication. Okay, let's see. What do you want this person to communicate? Five of Cups, Star card, Queen of Pentacles. So maybe if there's been a situation where you and this person have gotten into an argument or a beef or something, you want this person, number one, to communicate how disappointed they are, their true feelings about how sad they might feel, and you want them to tell you what you can do to make it better. Okay, so now I'm getting it. So this person is just kind of giving you the cold shoulder, maybe. Yeah, yep, that's exactly it. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Anything else you want to say, Sagittarius, before we move on to what the other person has to say? I think you want to say that we've spent enough time thinking about this, talking about this, or no, I think you want to say we've spent enough time thinking about this, but we have not spent enough time talking about this. And I feel like and by I mean Sagittarius, I feel like I'm always trying to figure out what's wrong because you won't just tell me. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, so that's your side of the story. Let's see what the other person has to say about this. think your side was pretty clear cut. So I think you're basically saying someone's holding a grudge with you, and they won't acknowledge it. They won't acknowledge that they're upset, but they're clearly acting upset. And if someone doesn't acknowledge that they are upset, then you can't fix the situation. And I think you are saying that you want to fix the situation, but this person won't tell you what to do. Okay. So let's see what the other person has to say. We got the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. I think this person is saying that you are not as patient as you think you are, and you are not willing to put in the time that you claim you're willing to put in. You may work a lot. I think this person is saying you always rush off to work, or you put work before putting in the time. And you don't acknowledge that. So that may be why you want this person. This person is saying the reason why you want me to hurry up and tell you how I feel and talk to you and let you know what you can do to make it right, let you know what you can do to fix this, is because you don't want my anger to interfere with your life, your schedule, the things that you have to do. But so I think what this person is saying, excuse me if that got really loud, I dropped a card right by the speaker. But I think what this person is saying is when this person is mad at you, or when there's some sort of issue between you, it makes you feel stuck and it makes you feel stagnant, and you're not able to do the things you have to do. So this person is saying, Sagittarius, you're saying that this person is disappointed and sad, and because they won't tell you, because they won't express that to you, then you can't fix it. But this person is saying it's not that they're not claiming their disappointment or their sadness. It's that whatever's going on cannot be fixed by a conversation. It can only be fixed by spending time. And I don't even know if this is necessarily spending time together. It might be spending time reflecting. But it can only be fixed by spending time. And you're wanting this person to tell you exactly what to do to fix it is a way of getting around spending the time. You just want the easy answer. You just want them to just tell you how to fix it so that you don't have to spend the time actually fixing it, and you can just get, it's like, you don't want to run the race, you just want to get to the finish line because you have other things to do, which I think exacerbates the problem, because this person's exact problem might be that you don't spend enough time with them. So you can only fix that by spending time with them. You can't fix that through the solution is in the problem, is what I'm saying. Yeah, this person feels like you're really, really busy, and somehow their sadness interferes with your schedule. I'm not saying it's true, Sagittarius. I'm just saying that's what these cards are saying. Okay. Anything else? This message is pretty consistent, and I feel like that is the other thing that this person is trying to say, is that they've consistently given you this message. This message is consistent. This is not new information, and you're trying to avoid the actual solution by being frustrated that the person won't give you the solution. So basically this person is saying, you're like, what's wrong? This person's like, what's wrong is that we don't spend enough time together. And then you're like, well, I don't have time to spend more time together, so how can I just fix it? You see how I got silent? It's because what else is there to say? And then you're upset because this person won't talk. But they said it. Okay. So let's see what the verdict is. Let me get the verdict, please. For Sagittarius and their Crosswatcher. Verdict for Sagittarius and the Crosswatcher. Okay. Sagittarius, the card that you got says aggressor. A person, group, or nation that attacks your body, mind, or soul. This could be parents, relatives, siblings, co-workers, bosses, or leaders. Ask yourself, who is being aggressive to me, or who am I being aggressive to and why? Ultimately, aggressors teach us lessons we likely need to learn. When we understand the lesson, we can release the aggressor's hold on us. Appreciate the strength you have that allowed you to survive it. In the family system, the victims who seem the weakest are actually the strongest. And then Crosswatcher, your card is success. And it says any measure of achievement. This includes achievement on any level, health, wealth, relationships, as long as it aligns with your values. True success is being congruent with what you believe or feel internally, manifested externally. The most successful thing we all have in common is being born. Half the battle is over. The fact you have also made it this far is also a success. Don't let other people's expectations decide how you measure your own achievements. Okay, so the way that I see this, Sagittarius, is I feel like the verdict is saying that you need, I think there's a way in which you feel like you don't have enough time because you feel like maybe the people that you work for or other people besides your partner who put demands on your time are very aggressive with you. And therefore, this makes you aggressive towards your partner about your time. Not because you don't love your partner or whoever this is in this situation, but because your time is very valuable, and not even because it's valuable to you, but it's because it's valuable to the people who you feel aggressively put demands on your time. And this could be people that you work for. So your time is literally money, but not in a healthy sense as it pertains to you. So, you know, you may have come from a family of very hard workers, people who didn't take very much time for themselves, you know, to relax and to enjoy the true wealth, which is family and loved ones. So I think you even though the people that you work for or with or, you know, whoever, school, whatever's putting demands on your time, you know, they look at it as your time is your only commodity. Your time is your only value. But the truth is your well-being is a commodity. And if you show up every day and you feel shitty and you feel resentful and you feel like they're being aggressive against you, that's going to set up a distrustful work relationship or school relationship, whatever it is. And it's not going to be healthy. So you're going to have to find a way to also work in the fact that your mental well-being and health is valuable to whoever is putting these demands on your time. And through that lens, get more time for yourself. Now, Crosswatcher, for you, with the card being success, I think that you have to look at the fact that this person, if they did not love you, they would not be with you. Because their time is super valuable. So if they are trying to figure out how to fix this outside of spending time with you, you have to try to look at that as a win just in itself. Because it's a step in the right direction. And in a relationship, no one is perfect. But if you can observe your partner making steps in the right direction, then if you want to continue going in a positive direction, then you have to encourage those steps. Now, if you don't want to continue going in a positive direction, then, you know, then you can tell them that their steps aren't good enough, or you can have this highly perfectionistic attitude, you know, it's whatever. But if you wanted to keep going in the right direction, then you have to baby step it if that's what's happening. You also may be in a situation where you just feel like how much time a person spends with you is an indicator of how they feel about you, and that may be from things that you got from your family, or that may just be your relationship expectations, period. And if they are, then you need to really look at that and think about that. But if you are really committed to staying with this partner and you feel that you also have people being aggressive towards you and their expectations of what a happy relationship looks like, and it's because of those people that you feel like your partner is not measuring up, then you know, you just have to kind of look at that, and also look at the success of their relationships, and look at the success of your relationship behind closed doors, because you know, at the end of the day, it's not about other people. So yeah, I think just the verdict is like open communication is needed, because it seems like there's fears coming from both sides, but that they're not coming from the actual people themselves. Okay, so that is my reading for you, Sagittarius. If and yeah, I was gonna say all this other stuff, but I'll just put it in the description box. Okay, peace.